Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you tonight for an album review, and this is probably going to be a premiere video at midnight for this album review. And this is for a certain rapper's album, which I know most of y'all are familiar with this rapper called Lil Nas X and his new album Montero that I just got done listening to a few times today while listening to this album. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this debut studio album of his, because this is his debut album, and let you know what I thought of going into this album. So let's dive into this review. Now, definitely go check out my track reviews for Montero, Call Me By Your Name, and Industry Baby featuring Jack Harlow, because I didn't do so bad on those reviews, on that reviews video. It's just I wasn't sure if I was liking the songs at the time. But I still feel the same on what I rated it. Montero's getting a 4.5 out of 5. It's not a bad song, it's just you hear more. What I like about this album is that you hear more of his clean sings. I wouldn't say clean sings, just his singing voice more than his rapping in this album. Because he doesn't rarely rap as much in this album. He does a lot of melodic singing in this album. And that's what I want. Definitely impacts a great amount of the excitement for this album. So a lot of people are going to really like this album. If you're a fan of Lil Nas X, you're probably going to like this album. Me, I had an open mind. I gave this artist a chance. And do I hate this album? I think it's average. Um, I wouldn't call it the best thing, but it's average for what it is. Um, I think my favorite songs have got to be One of Me, which does have the Elton John feature. I was surprised he wasn't singing in it, but I think there was a reason behind that because he was doing the piano stuff in the song. And yeah, the song worked with what Lil Nas X was going for with this song. The only song I haven't heard yet was The Art of Realization, and it's only a 24-second track, so yeah, I've been trying to find it today, but I wasn't able to find it due to the fact that the album's not clearly out yet, but it will be out on September 17th. So, yeah, I think you guys will probably enjoy this album if you're a fan of Lil Nas X, of course. Scoop was. I wasn't sure how I felt about that song, but I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. It's not bad. What I didn't like is that Doja Cat. I don't understand why you featured Doja Cat in the song when clearly she's not in the song, technically. And Lil Nas X is taking over the whole song. But yeah, that's what I heard when listening to it. I don't know if I downloaded the right version or not, but I'll have to listen to the actual zip file one that I download tomorrow. Because I am going to download the official zip file for it in the morning. Lost in the Citadel was really good. It was not bad, I guess you could say. I'm just recorrecting what I said. Industry Baby, I still feel the same, and Dead Right Now was not a bad song. And I like the outro to that song where it mentions that he's imperfect and all that. And it goes on for like almost 4 minutes, Dead Right Now does. So, yeah, Scoop, I don't know if I'm a fan of that song, but there were some good trap beats in it, in my opinion. Sun Goes Down was a really good song. Like I said, One of Me is one of my favorites. Dollar Sign Slime featuring Megan the Stallion. It was average, in my opinion. It was average. Tales of Dominica was not too bad. Void was very solid for what it was. Don't Want It was decent. Life After Celine was not bad. And finally, Am I Dreaming featuring Miley Cyrus ended things on a not too bad note for this album. So yeah, um, overall, I think the Lil Nas X Montero album was an average listen. I wouldn't consider it my favorite album this year, but I was really impressed with some things that he did. That's What I Want is my favorite song. Definitely check that song out when it comes out on September 17th, because this is getting premiered on September 16th, of course. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna download the official zip for it tomorrow. Because most of the tracks I got were like shorter versions. They were the right versions. It's just the dollar sign slime, and it didn't have the art of realization. So I'll get back to you on what I really thought on that and do a more talk video on it for the Lil Nas X Montero album for the more talk video on that. So for a score, I'm going to give Lil Nas X Montero a 7.5 out of 10. This was average. Not something that's my favorite, but for what it went for, me being an open-minded person about some things about this album, he did more singing than he did rapping in this album, and he does this mumble rap part in Industry Baby that I wasn't sure if I was crazy about, but the song didn't do so bad. Jack Harlow really shines in the song, mainly, but Lil Nas X takes over the chorus mostly in the song, so yeah, comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Lil Nas X album Montero if you've heard it. It will be out on September 17th, which is this coming up Friday. Um, and yeah, if you did like this album review, hopefully you did, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. I will be returning to you for some more album reviews, which will possibly be, I guess, tomorrow, most likely, for Daughtry's Dearly Beloved, then Thrice's Horizon slash East, then Spirit Box, um, Eternal Blue, and finally, uh, the Plot News album Swan Song. So there's going to be a few more albums I'm going to be reviewing, so I got a little bit of work to do this for what I'm doing. So it's going to be a busy rest of the week for me, mostly. um, but yeah, didn't hate this album. I don't know if it's going to consider to be my favorite album this year, but it was average. I had a good, it was a alright listen. It's not too bad of a listen. It just, if you're if you're a big fan of Lil Nas X, you're gonna enjoy this album. If you are open-minded and most likely want to give it a chance and all that, you may not find it to be that terrible. So, yeah, hopefully you found this review to be enjoyable. It will premiere at midnight tonight on September 16th, because it's like 10 p.m. doing this review on Wednesday the 15th, which is a little bit early, but a few days early, but it'll be out for sure, because, yeah, it's going to be out by this Friday, so definitely tune in for my next upcoming album reviews. I hope you enjoyed this album review for Lil Nas X Montero. Stay safe. Take care, and as always, I'll see you in my next review.